What's going on YouTube? DanCT860 here, giving you a quick deck profile of my heroes that I ran previously at locals. We played the ARG format, which is why you see the Stratos and only one Bubble Man, and you see two Torrentials and yada yada yada, So, it performed really well. I ended up 4-1 before top, and so at the end of it, I got top 4, and then we all split for 4 because they were all tired, I guess, and didn't want to play it out. So, but I'm pretty sure I would have won the rest of my matchups. I was pretty confident in what I was using, and we're just gonna get into it, and I'm just gonna show them off and explain my choices and get some feedback from you guys. Alright, let's get into it. I played the 3 Shadow Mist because it's at 3 and you need to get the Dark Law. 1 Stratos because we can use Stratos in the ARG format. 1 Bubble Man, sadly, because we can only use 1 in the ARG format. 1 Alias. 2 Summoner Monk. 2 Goblinberg. And 1 Template Goldfish. That's the monsters. For the spells, 3 Rhoda. I'll let that focus real quick. Yeah, that's better. 3 Rhoda. 3 A Hero Lives. 3 Mass Change. 3 MST. 2 Mass Charge. 1 Regeki. 1 Book of Moon. For the traps, 3 Call of Haunted. 3 Fiendish Chain. 2 Torrential Tribute. 1 Oasis of Dragon Souls, 1 Compulse, 1 Ring of Destruction, 1 Bottomless, and 1 Solemn Warning. So, some of my card choices, you might be iffy on a couple things, like if Stratos is back, why am I still playing Alias and whatnot, why only 1 Template Goldfish maybe, why 2 Mass Charge, why only 1 Oasis. Alright, pretty simple. I decided to play the 1 Alias because I felt through playing I would if they had a bunch of answers to what I was doing, bringing out my monsters, bringing out my Dark Laws and everything, they would quickly just like get the advantage over me basically after they gotten rid of or around any of my other heroes, and then I would have nothing left to go into after the Shadow Mist would resolve to search another hero. I always wasted the first Shadow Mist on getting the Stratos, and then when I summon Stratos, I get Bubble Man, or another another Shadow Mist, whatever the situation arises for. I usually like to keep 1 Shadow Mist in the deck just in case I have a chance to special summon it with Summoner Monk or the Goblinberg. So that's my reason for that. Just to make sure I have another name to go into if I go through all my Shadow Mist. I play the 1 Template Goldfish because I feel with Rhoda the 3, Goblinberg is just like more versatile to use, and it's way more important to get Shadow Mist effect to get a mass change off, to mass change search, and then it is to special summon your Stratos and get a search and have 2 monsters on board for like an Exceed play. I thought it would be more valuable to go into your mass heroes over an Exceed play in this build. So that's the reason for the 1 Template Goldfish. For the 2 Mass Charge is basically the same reason of wasting your resources, because there will be players that just hate heroes in general, and like they will know how to play around it, and they would make you waste your resources, make you force your resources, because that's the only choices you have to get around what they're doing to you. And this card saved my ass like so many times, and hands down. Like even in my opening hand, I just save it. When I got in a tight spot, I'd use it, and they would just go like, "Oh, what the fuck?" So this was clutch. I don't care what anybody says. 2 is fine. I wouldn't go up to 3 because that would definitely be way too cloggy, in my opinion. But probably in some near future I would try 3 just to see how it plays out. I have actually never played out 3. Um, I played only one Oasis of Dragon Souls. Uh, this will probably be bumped up. Uh, I just wanted to test it out. It was fine. I went into my Call of Haunteds more often, honestly, just because they're played at more. But I did have another Oasis before the tournament and a Soul Charge. One of these was a Soul Charge, and I think what the hell? One of these torrentials was another Oasis. But I thought, if you can quickly get through your opponent, there would be no need to resurrect your monsters. And late game, if they already got such a huge advantage, these wouldn't do much anyways. So that's my reasoning for that. I think 3 Call of Haunteds is always necessary if you're playing Stratos, because you want to get Stratos' effect off early as possible. Even more so Shadow Mist, because he gets you your match change. But yeah, so I'm gonna go into the extra deck real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, so this is my extra deck. Let's see. 2 Dark Law, 1 Anki, 1 Koga, 1 Acid, and 1 Kamikaze. Or Divine Wind, whichever you like to call them. Castel, Ragna Zero, Gagaga Samurai, Dagusta Emerald, Diamond, and then Ptolemus. And these are basically my MVP XZs for the tournament, which was Excalibur, 101, and Exciton Knight. Oh, sorry about that. These are the MVPs mostly because this was my only answer to Tower. I didn't see Tower and get over it with this, but this in other matches won me so many games. And just the fact that there was actually nothing else in my extra deck or my main deck that could handle Tower, but this was just key for my mindset against Cliff Wards. This one stole me so many games. It got me past a bunch of crap. This is the monster I go to when they leave special summon monsters on the field all the time that have an effect that triggers somewhere else. Castel is mostly for the spells and trap floodgates that are staying on the field. Dark Law is always key. Anki is always key. Koga, I was forced to run it because I wanted to play the alias for an extra name, so that forced me to play him. He did come in very handy for the Infernoid that I faced in top 8, and I did beat him because of just beating down with Koga. And Divine Wind is such a great card. I'm so glad I'm able to use him because Stratos is back, and it was just great. That's basically it. I don't know. I kept these guys in just in case someone was still gonna be acting funny with Burning Abyss. So yeah. I'm just gonna go into my side deck real quick for this locals. For side deck, I played 3 Maxi, 2 Flying Sea, like I said, if anybody acted funny with the Burning Abyss. 3 Fairy Wind, 3 Iron Wall, 2 Mirror Force for any rogue that I face, and I did face a couple, but I still didn't end up signing them in. I felt that Mirror Force wasn't really needed in the deck. I felt like more reactive traps would be better for this event, which evidently they kind of were. I didn't even side these against Cleese, which probably would have been a little bit better, but the Torrentials did so much for me. Then the Virus for the Cleese, and there were people actually playing Necros, and they were doing well, so that would have been for that as well. And the one Starlight Road, I sighted this every time, didn't see it, got my monsters blown up like 50 times by dark holes because it's at 3. I swear it pissed me off that I never saw this card when I side decked it. It was just dumb. But I might bump it up to 2 then, just because. And I would like to find room in the extra deck for Stardust so I can actually bring it out. But it's pretty tight. I don't think I'm going to. But that's my deck. I hope you enjoyed. Give me some feedback. I'm going to try a different hero build, test that out, and see how it pans out. Oh, that was a terrible flourish. Yeah, so I'm gonna try a different build, see how that pans out, and if it does pretty well, you'll see another deck profile from me. So stay tuned for that, and peace out, YouTube.